Okay, let's get started. Welcome, everyone, and I would like to now call the meeting to order and begin our regular meeting opening ceremony, 6 o'clock p.m. with a roll call, please.
Member Espericueta?
Here.
Member Wood?
Here.
Member Cornett?
Here.
Member Jarrell?
Here.
And Member Girardi is absent. Oh, and I'm sorry, Student Board Member Christopher Vega? And then we
Hey.
have Student Board Member Kiona is absent.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay. Next, we will start with our Pledge of Allegiance led by Christopher Vega. Would you all please stand? To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Thank you, Christopher. Next, our board member, Tim Wood, will read our mission statement.
Thank you. All members of Palm Springs Unified School District are united in our commitment to equity. We create deep, meaningful learning opportunities, build professionalism, and engage parents and community to ensure success for all students. All students graduate with the skills, capacities, and confidence needed to succeed in a rapidly changing world.
Thank you, Member Wood.
You're welcome.
Perfect. Next, we will ask for a report out of closed session actions from our board clerk tonight, Karen Cornett. Is there anything to report out from closed session, Ms. Cornett?
Yes. At the 4 p.m., the board directed legal counsel to initiate or intervene in a legal action regarding opioid litigation by a 4-0 majority vote and legal action regarding vaping litigation by a 4-0 majority vote. The action, the defendants, and the other participants shall, once formally commenced, be disclosed to any person upon inquiry unless to do so would jeopardize the district's ability to effectuate service of process on one or more unserved parties, or that to do so would jeopardize the district's ability to conclude existing settlement negotiations to its advantage. The members voted as follows. John Girardi, President, is absent. Donna Jarrell, yes on opiate, yes on vaping. Karen Cornett, yes on opiate, yes on vaping. Sergio Esperqueta, yes on opiate, yes on vaping. Tim Wood, yes on opiate, yes on vaping.
That's good. Thank you so much. Next, we'll proceed to item 7, approval of the agenda. Can I ask a motion from a board member to approve the agenda as presented?
Moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. All in favor? Motion passed.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Will you tell me where that is? Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay.
So I believe that the board would like on the agenda to, somebody was going to make a motion to amend the expulsion item.
14I.
14I.
Thank you, for case 14I. So I'll let a board member state what that change is going to be, and then President Jarrell, I would have you then reapprove the agenda with that change.
Okay. So,
Yes, we need to, I'd like to make an amendment to pull 14I for a separate vote. Amended calendar year expulsion, amended it to a suspended expulsion for a calendar year. All other conditions remain.
Thank you.
okay. So, do we have a motion to pull that? Karen
I think that
Rex
was-
Yes,
did
I
that?
made the
And do we have a
motion to
second?
pull.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So that is pulled. Okay. Are we ready to go to number 8? All right, thank you. All right, so next we'll continue with our special recognitions this evening. The governing board wishes to recognize and commend the following employees of the month for January 2022. And we have a few short videos produced by our student media interns.
At Della Lindley, we selected Bernice Escobedo, third grade teacher here, as our certificated employee of the month. We selected Mrs. Escobedo because she always goes above and beyond for her students. She's patient every day, calm, she puts her students first, and she's always willing to go the extra mile for her kids. We're really fortunate and grateful to have her here at Della Lindley. She's an excellent grade level leader and really supports her team and everyone else here on the staff, so we're really happy to honor Bernice with this award. Della Lindley Elementary was honored to select Coach Sandy as our classified employee of the month for January. Coach Sandy is an outstanding employee and she's an integral part of everything that happens here at our school. She always puts kids first, she's fair, she's kind, and she steps up whenever we need her to. And we couldn't run all of the activities and recess that we do at our school without her. So we're really grateful to have her here, and she really is a superstar.
Okay, thank you to our interns and those that worked on the film. Next, we'll ask Coach Sandy and Bernice Escobedo to please join both Karen Cornett and myself here to receive your awards.
Thank you. Ms. Escobedo, we'd like to recognize you as Certificated Employee of the Month from Della Lindley School, and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Do you have anybody you'd like to introduce tonight?
Sure. I have my husband here, Mark Escobedo, brand new teacher, first year. So just it's a great profession, and I truly enjoy it. Okay. And my current principal, Mrs. Amanda Gonzalez. And I'd like to thank my former principal, Dr. Kovach.
Okay, so I do have the honor of giving this plaque to the principal of Della Lindley for Sandra Adolph, because she's our classified employee of the month, and it goes to Coach Sandy. And let's give Coach Sandy a hand. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, now I would like to call down our picture. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you very much, President Jarrell. It's a great honor this evening to get to introduce to all of you Nietzsche Avina, if you'll come on up. Nietzsche. Congratulations. Nietzsche is one of only 5 state teachers of the year for the entire state of California. We are so proud of Nietzsche and her amazing work at Cielo Vista Charter School, where she teaches science. She's very, very dedicated to the school and the total community around the school. She not only focuses on science, but also on social emotional learning and students' all-round well-being. We're so very proud of you, Nietzsche, and we're really excited to give you this picture of your billboard, which hopefully you've seen driving down the road. We also have a Teacher of the Year ring for you and a beautiful State of California Teacher of the Year trophy. And now that your arms are full, I'm going to give you the microphone and let you introduce anybody that you'd like to introduce and to say a few words.
Thank you. Okay.
There you are. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Oh, I want to introduce my support, Stephen Navinia. He's a counselor at Palm Springs High, and I don't think I could be here without him. And my family, Lotus Avinia. She's a 3rd grader at Cielo Vista Charter. And my twin boys, AJ and Uwat Avinia. And they're kindergartners. And my amazing administrator, Juanita Perez-Chica. I don't think I could do half of what I do without her support. And I want to thank you, Dr. Sweezy, for your unflagging support of Cielo Vista Charter, especially during our most troubling times. You were there for us, so thank you. I appreciate that, and the board. You're not our board, so we're just really happy about that. So I just want to thank all the teachers in California, because this truly is a representative honor. You know, I think what's asked of us to do each day, it rivals any frontline worker and any CEO. I mean, everything that we do is for the kids, and we give our lives to these kids. And so I just want to thank you all, because, I mean, I don't think I would be here without you. So I appreciate everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job. Beautiful. All right. Next, we are so excited to move on to our item number 9, our student board member report. And so we will ask our student board member from Mount San Jacinto High School, Christopher Vega, to present his report.
Hello, my name is Christopher Vega. I'm from Mount San Jacinto High School, and this is going to be my report. I don't have much, but I'm going to explain as much as I can. So I am glad to see that we are back from winter break, and since we're in the new year, hopefully that new things are coming in for us for our new year for 2022. So I would like to start saying that I'm glad to say is that we finished our second quarter, And in addition with that, we had 52 students graduating for around December, but we are going to be missing them. But also in addition, we are glad to say that we have 70 more students joining us this semester. And we also had another Spirit Week before winter break. I wish I had more pictures, but we were having too much fun having them. But hopefully next time I'll get more pictures. I also want to say is that I'm glad to say that we also finished our basketball season. What I should remember is that we only had one loss, but most of the games we had a winning competition. So I would say it's a great progress that we have for our basketball team. We also had many seniors partaking our senior seminar classes. For them, senior seminar is based on teachers preparing our students to the basics of the interviews and expecting them for their completion to getting their first job as an interview in their future. In addition with the future, I am glad to say is that, as I was saying, that we are in the new year of 2022 and that hopefully that we get more new things coming into the future. So I would say thank you and Happy New Year's Eve.
Thank you so much. Well done. Did you want to say anything to any of the guests that are here, your parents or your principal, Christopher? Did you want to recognize them? Okay. All right. Okay. I guess we're ready to move on. Okay, thank you. Next, we will ask for public comment, number 10, item 10, and email comments. Member Cornett, have we received any email comments?
No email comments were received.
Thank you. Ms. Barragan, do we have any telephonic comments?
We did not receive any telephonic comments.
Okay, thank you so much. Next, we'll proceed to number 11, our board member comments. So we will ask, do we have any comments from any of our board members? Mr. Mariqueta,
Sure.
you ready?
I have that short comment. First, Happy New Year to everyone. We hope we have a new year, 2022. Thank you, Board Member Vega, for your presentation. It was good. And in the December 16th, I decided to assist to the DILAC meeting, the last one of the year. As a community member, only to see was a good meeting, very informative for all parents in the English learner. I had good holidays and thank you. That is it.
Thank you, Board Member Speriqueta. Mr. Wood, do you have any comments?
Just really short. Welcome to the new year. Glad everybody is here. And I think that this is really going to be one of the best years yet. I can tell that we've gone through a couple of different cycles of what's been going on, and I'm sure our superintendent's going to tell us where we're currently at here pretty quickly. But looking forward to this year being one where we end up moving on from a lot of different stuff. So, thanks.
Thank you so much. Board Member Cornett?
Yes, just want to say welcome back to everyone and happy 2022. And to thank you, Christopher, for your report. As always, we love hearing from our student board members. Thank you. That's it.
Thank you. I just want to mention the MTU production of Blame It on the Mistletoe at the Camelot Theater on December 17th. Was a marvelous production, including Lucy Arnaz, Lindsay Wagner, many local. Bella the Ball was there. A lot of people came out to support MTU for the Mistletoe movie as a fundraiser, and we thank the foundation and their collaboration with MTU. Also, the foundation did a toy giveaway, shoe campaign, and helping needy and homeless students. That was a very special event. Across the district, there were many giveaways, food drives for needy families, appreciation to all the schools and groups that did all of that beyond the scenes and beyond the average day, that work that they did. At the bus stop in Desert Hot Springs, we have a local, I would say a hero or heroine. She, actually, her name is Amber Hunt White, and she saw that we needed to make changes in the pickup area on her street. And she approached the district, she approached the sheriff, then she got a hold of the highway patrol, and they automatically changed the pickup side of the street to be safer. And so we thank her for being a voice for our kids and making good changes in Desert Hot Springs. We also had 2 teachers that were in the Rose Parade, marched with 300 band directors from across the country. The 7-mile route was grueling, I guess. It was cold, and they represented our district and really caught the Rose Parade bug. And they are excited now to go back and do it again, and also maybe create a program where we could have a district honors band or Rose Parade event that would help our students prepare for maybe the Macy's Parade and someday the Rose Parade. So that's exciting as well. We do have a teacher leader at Cabot Yerxa by the name of Taylor Umanzio, a 5th grade teacher, and she was honored by the Lakers. And she gets to go to a game, and I'm excited for her, and we appreciate all that she has done to be recognized by the Lakers organization. So in Spanish, I just want to say es un gran honor de poder esta junta de esta noche del Distrito Escolar Palm Springs. Bienvenidos a todos los miembros de nuestra comunidad. So it's a pleasure to be the president tonight and be part of the leadership this evening for President John Girardi, and we thank you all for coming out this evening. Next, we'll go to our superintendent and his report. Thank you.
Thank you. So just to echo some of the comments from the board, just want to wish everyone a happy new year and to share with the board and with the community watching that I've been so impressed with the positive attitude of all of our staff members, our students, and their families. So again, as Member Wood said, we've been through some challenging times, certainly, and we still have some public health situations that we need to confront. But I want to share with you, I've received numerous emails from teachers and other staff members at the district really thanking you for your leadership and for this to continue to be such an incredible district. People feel very supported and really comforted, even though they're coming back in a time of some uncertainty. But I did just want to share with you, students have been on campus for 2 days. I've heard from so many teachers and principals that it is so evident that the students are so happy to be back. And a 3-week break is wonderful, but students are so happy to be back with their friends and with their teachers and with the supportive team at every school site. So welcome back to all of our students on campus and then all of our school site staff as well. The public health situation, which I've been updating you on, has changed drastically since we last met. So I keep my notes each board meeting, and at our last meeting in December, I shared that the case rate was 14.9 per 100,000 residents in Riverside County. Now the case rate has increased nearly tenfold, and it is currently 138.6 out of 100,000. And the positivity rate is nearly 30%, which is a record for us. I had been speaking to you previously about high numbers, and when I referred to high numbers of cases per 100,000, I was talking about 40. And now we are at 138.6, and continuing to increase. Our district dashboard, when I was preparing my notes, it only showed 32 students and 40 staff members. And the calculation that we use for that is on the dashboard, we only report students and staff who have been on campus in the previous 14 days. So while we were closed for the break, we did have some cases among our students and staff, but those occurred completely within that 3-week window. And they were not at our school sites. And so we have not reported them on our dashboard. But every day, we are seeing increasing numbers of staff and students who are testing positive. We are offering a vaccination clinic here tomorrow at the district office, and we have lots of people who've already made appointments for those, but we will be taking still some walk-ins. So tomorrow here at our district administration center, there will be a vaccine clinic. We are testing for COVID here at our district administration center, but also at every school site. And that, of course, depends on us having staff available to work in those testing centers, but we are making sure that our students and staff are able to get COVID tested. The week before school started, so that first week of January, at 3 centers, which were not even open all 5 days of the week, we tested nearly 8,000 people. We were doing approximately 1,000 tests per day here at the District Administration Center alone. Because the demand for tests is so high right now, and while we do care about being a community provider, I do want to say this evening that it is critical that we prioritize our students and our staff members for those tests and testing sites. If we have a family member or a household that is related to the staff member or student, we can talk about testing, but they must be connected to a student or staff member. We know during the week that we were testing lots of people in the community, and while that is the right thing to do, and we're very proud of our ability to serve our community, now that our schools are in session and that we're having a few closures of testing sites due to illness, we really need to make sure that we're prioritizing our students and our staff for those testing sites. We sent home rapid tests with every student, either yesterday or today. And I've heard from some teachers that students went home, administered the test, felt better that they were negative, and then in a few cases found out that they did in fact have COVID. So we're very happy that Riverside County, working again with the state, was able to provide those home tests for us, and to the incredible team here at the district and at every school who made sure those tests got out to all of our students yesterday and today. We are looking forward to some new quarantine procedures. You've heard about this in the news, the CDC recommendation decreasing from 10 days to 5 days. Even though the CDC made that recommendation, that had not made it down to the school level in California and in Riverside County and in Palm Springs Unified. So in fact, last night, after 7 p.m. last night, we got the revised copy of the procedures for staff and students from Riverside County Public Health. So our incredible health team, which is led by Laura Dyson, who's doing an incredibly amazing job, so fantastic, so grateful to have her. She's reviewing that guidance, and we will be looking to change our district procedures in a very safe way, but that follows the Riverside County Public Health guidance. That should help us be able to bring some staff and students back more quickly. Those students who do not have symptoms, those students and staff who've been vaccinated, and the risk of exposure has decreased. For students or staff who still have symptoms beyond 5 days, the recommendation is that they stay in quarantine, that they do not return to work, or that they stay home from school. We are facing, like many places, some staffing shortages. And so, as I said earlier today, talking in a television interview, I think everyone can relate to going to their favorite restaurant or coffee shop and seeing a sign on the door that says, sorry, we have to close a few hours early today. We're having trouble with staffing. Our priority is keeping our students and staff at the school sites in a safe way. And so we're monitoring very closely the number of absences, both of students and of staff in critical areas. So I met last week with our executive leadership and cabinet, and we talked about contingency plans for different departments if we were faced with large numbers of absences. And so we continue to work on those, and again, we're meeting tomorrow. Every day we get a report on the number of teacher vacancies where we don't have a substitute, and we keep our eye on that very closely. Thankfully, in the last few days, we've been able to manage all of our teacher absences in nutrition services or with maintenance and operations, but it is something that we're watching very, very closely. We had an all-staff, district office all-staff meeting on Monday morning, and I got to talk to everybody who works here and in the service center and encouraged them to think about ways they can support their colleagues, especially if their colleagues need to be out for a few days. And I know that Dr. Kovac and her team in educational services are also making some contingency plans in case we need to actually take staff from the district office to go support at school sites so that we can keep our classrooms open. I don't share that with you to make anyone afraid or worried about Palm Springs Unified. I'm really sharing that with you because I'm so very confident that we're going to be able to face this current wave of coronavirus, and that we continue to do it in a district that is full of incredible people who really go the extra mile to make sure that we're always providing the very best services and the most incredible education that we can for all students. Also tonight, I'd like to give an update on our trustee areas, and Erica is going to assist me with this. We posted in December after our last board meeting. We posted on our district website, right there under latest district news, trustee area redistricting. It's also a slider across the top. And when you click on that, it takes you to a special section on trustee area redistricting, explains very briefly what it is that we're doing. There are links, if you can highlight those, Erica, at the top. The entire presentation in English and the entire presentation in Spanish are linked at the top of the web page. And so anyone can click on those and review the presentations that we've had on trustee areas. We had planned to have a 2 community forums. I had spoken about that with the board. We were going to have one community forum here in Palm Springs and one in Desert Hot Springs. But again, due to the current public health situation, we've moved those virtually. And so you can see both on Wednesday and Thursday from 4:45 until 6 p.m. We will be doing online, both in English and Spanish, a webinar explaining the trustee areas and showing the maps and getting input from the community. If you scroll down, there are 4 of the biggest, most important slides that just kind of repeat here. Show the current trustee areas, show the census data, and really just kind of share what it is that we're talking about. And then when you scroll further down, all 4 proposed scenarios are linked. And if you'll go ahead and click on number 1, thank you. There's a brief description of the changes. And then if you take a look at the map, you can see that the map has added in school site names and major street names. So that was a request from member Espericueta, and thank you to Cooperative Strategies for putting those street names there. When you continue to scroll, there is a feedback form that we are asking people to put any feedback in. They can put it in English or Spanish. It can be, I like number 1, I don't like number 3, I prefer number 4, and it can also include recommendations if anyone would like to make recommendations. And that information is available for all 4 scenarios, and then at the conclusion, there's a general feedback slide. So as I said, we posted this in December, and if I'm not mistaken, I don't have the exact number, but I know our new webmaster was telling me that we've had twice as many views in January as we had in December. So even though it was up in December, the news is getting out and people are really looking at it. And that's why, thank you, Erica, I wanted to show it this evening. So this is available for anyone to give feedback. You don't have to be a parent in the district. You can be a community member. You can be an interested party, and you can take a look at these proposed trustee maps and give your feedback. I'm going to be giving that similar kind of presentation 3 separate times during each of the virtual events that are scheduled for Wednesday of this week and Thursday. And so then I'm excited to share with the board the feedback that we receive from those. So thanks for giving me a couple extra minutes. I know that was a lot to share, but a lot has been happening. But with that, I'll turn it back over to you, Member Jarrell.
Well, we all have great appreciation for your thorough job in giving us the updates along the way. It's good for us to all know and the public to know what is important and what figures are current. We appreciate that very much. And the website is very informative. We appreciate that it's interactive and that people are going to be able to still join us via a virtual format. So gratitude to everyone that worked together to help make this a productive event. We'll next continue with item 13, public hearing. So public hearing 13A regarding James Workman Middle School Upgrades and Modernization Project, OE 12.8. The board now opens the public hearing on the adoption of approving the mitigated negative declaration, the MND, and adopting the mitigation monitoring program for the James Workman Middle School Modernization Project pursuant to the California Environmental Quality Act and the California Education Code, approving the project and the delegation of the authority to staff to execute the notice of determination. Have any written comments been received by the district as to the proposed resolution? Member Cornett.
There are no electronic comments have been received.
Thank you. Is there anyone present who wishes to provide oral comments on the proposed resolution? Okay. So if there are no comments, later in the agenda, the board will consider adopting resolution number 2021-2022-77, approval of the mitigated negative declaration, and adopting the mitigation monitoring program for James Workman Middle School upgrades and modernization project pursuant to the California Environmental Quality Act and the California Education Code. Approving the project and delegation of authority to staff and execute the Notice of Determination OE 12.14. So, since there are no oral comments, I declare the public hearing closed. So next we'll move on to board action items. 14A. Adoption of resolution number 2021-2022-77, approval of the mitigated negative declaration and adopting the mitigation monitoring program for James Workman Middle School upgrades and modernization project pursuant to California Environmental Quality Act and the California Education Code, approving the project and delegation of the authority to staff to execute the Notice of Determination, OE 12.13. Can I get a motion to approve 14A?
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passed. Thank you. Next, we'll move on to item 14B, approval of compromise and release agreement number 2122-04 between parents and district dated December 1st, 2021, OE 6.1. Can I get a motion to approve 14B?
Made the motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passed. Thank you. Next, we'll proceed to 14C, approval of compromise and release agreement number 2122-05 between parents and district dated December 14, 2021, OE 6.1. Can I get a motion to approve 14C?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Motion passed. Next, approval of number 14D, approval of ratification of successor agreement between Palm Springs Unified School District and Palm Springs Teachers Association, OE 4.9. Can I get a motion to approve 14D?
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passed. Thank you. Next, we'll proceed to item 14E, approval for ratification of successor agreement between Palm Springs Unified School District and California Teamsters, Local 911, Teams 1, OE 4.9. Can I get a motion to approve 14E?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passed. Thank you. We'll proceed to 14F, approval of ratification of successor agreement between Palm Springs Unified School District and California Teamsters, Local 911, Teams 2, OE 4.9. Can I get a motion to approve 14F?
Moved for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passed. Okay, 14G, approval of salary increase. Certificated administrators, classified managers, and management confidential employees, OE-4. Can I get a motion to approve 14G?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And I
Motion-
abstain.
Oh, abstain? Okay. Please note that Board Member Cornett abstains, and the vote is 3 to 1. 3-0.
One abstain.
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
It's not that I object to it, it's that I have a conflict of interest.
Thank you. Okay, 14H. Are we ready to go with that one? Okay. Item 14H, approval of rejection of claim number 2021-2022-02 Nina Shine versus Palm Springs Unified School District 601174 OE-7. Can I get a motion to approve rejection of claim 2021-2022-02?
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passed. So we pulled 14I.
Aye.
So you just amended 14I? Okay, we amended.
Still vote on it, but it now is for a suspended expulsion.
Okay,
For a calendar year.
for calendar, suspended, expulsion. Calendar year. Okay, so we'll proceed to 14I, approval of expulsion case 2021-2022-025, a suspended recommendation for a suspended calendar year expulsion, findings of fact and conclusion of law OE-11. Can I get a motion to approve 14I?
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Next, we'll look at the superintendent's consent items. Okay? And we will bundle, or we will group superintendent consent items 15A through 15H. Can I get a motion to approve consent items, superintendent consent items 15A through 15H?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, then it passes. Okay. Next, we will ask for the approval of meeting minutes for board meeting December 14th, 2021. Can I get a motion to approve 16A?
What motion to approve?
Do I get a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Okay, number 17, information. We are looking at 17A, 2021-22 reference guide to allowable Title I and LCAP, LCAP expenditures, OE6. The board has received and reviewed this information. So that is just an informational piece. No need for a vote, okay? So we'll look ahead at number 19, setting of the next board meeting. 19A, special meeting on January 20th, 21, our board retreat day, on both those dates, a Thursday and a Friday, and then our regular meeting on January 15th at 6 o'clock p.m. Are there any comments regarding the next board meeting from any of the board? Okay. So next we will debrief. Do we have any closing comments at this time? Let's start with our student board member. Is there anything that you would like to say that you might have missed or conclude for this evening's meeting?
For now, I just want to say is that Happy New Year's to everyone, and hopefully that everybody else gets to experience more things in the future, and that we continue for our students, teachers, and staffs to be healthy, and that we basically overcome due to the pandemic and with COVID-19. And that's all I'd have to say.
Awesome, Christopher. Thank you so much for your inspiring words. We appreciate it. Sergio Espericueta, board member, do you have any closing comments?
No comments.
How about board member Tim Wood? Do you have any comments?
Not at this time.
Not at this time. And board member Cornett, any closing comments
No, I'm fine. Thank
before
you.
we adjourn? Okay, and I just want to say the word courage is a noun, and it means the quality of mind or spirit that enables a person to face difficulty, danger, pain, etc. without fear, and bravery. And thank you all across the district, in leadership and staff, across all of our partners in our educational systems. We appreciate you collaborating with us and helping us bring kids back to school. So with that, can I get a motion to adjourn the meeting?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you so much. Have a good night and be safe.
Thank you.
Thank you.